Hey there. So excited to walk you through the Peloton tread. I've spent my life in athletics, won a national championship playing basketball at the University of Tennessee. I've run a couple marathons. I feel like I've used every treadmill on the market for countless hours. This thing is something special. Peloton's got it right. You've got a 32-inch screen, a 20-watt soundbar, a slat belt beneath you that allows for a much lower impact jog, run, walk, whatever type of workout you're doing for the day. And then you've got this speed and incline knob here that make it almost instant as you're running and you're changing your speeds and you're changing your inclines up and down, right? So let's do it. Let me walk you through this thing. All right, so we're gonna start by how you turn it on. You simply tap the button. It's instant. Whether you haven't used it in a week, the thing pops right on. Pretty cool. Then you've got all your profiles here. I go in, I tap my profile. It loads almost instantly. You've got whatever live classes are ongoing right now or about to start up in the top right. You've got some of your own personal streak going for how many days you've worked out. You've got everything here to get started. Now, the bar below really gets you going. So this is the home screen here. You've got different programs of classes you can take, boot camps, cores, yogas, meditations. You've got the on-demand pre-recorded classes here. And let me tell you, there are thousands. It is so super easy to find whatever class you're looking for. You can come in here, you can filter by whatever instructor. I pick an instructor. I want to work out for 20 minutes. Maybe I'm looking for a 20-minute fun run. So I sync for 20 minutes. And all those classes come up. I know I'm looking for a run. I click on run. I'm looking for, like I said, a class type of a fun run. Boom. I'm going to go right in there. And there are all the 20-minute fun runs that instructor offers. I go in, I click it. Easy, right? A giant ecosystem. There are several instructors on this platform. So you get to pick your favorites, really. Once you've taken a lot of classes offered by different instructors, I've got my favorites, but to be honest, they're all pretty good. And they offer a lot of consistent content. They're not going to do anything crazy that you can't do, right? So that's an important thing too. Now, when you're going in here, you can also, and this is the part that I like, really see your profile and how much you've been working out. So you've got your calendar up here. It'll show a blue dot for every day that you've worked out. Very cool to see that. You can see all the metrics that you've done, just like when you're on the app or on you're on onepeloton.com and you pull up your member profile. You can see how many classes you've taken. So, 133 boot camps. I've got 113 strengths. I've had the tread for about a year and a half, so to me, I feel pretty good about that. I work out every day. I usually do 2 or 3 classes a day that are Peloton related. But you can see all those stats here. You can see your personal records depending on what type of class it was. And then you've got different challenges and different badges that you can earn. So the challenges screen allows you to sign up for different challenges within the month or within the season or the year. And those are pretty fun to challenge yourself to in different ways. So those are out there. You've got the overall schedule, and this is where you get into some of the live content. So they will post about a week in advance the live classes that are going to be out there, which instructor, what type of class it is, what time it starts, what day it starts. So you can go in here and really see them. And as you can see, there are a lot of live classes every day, which is pretty cool to take a live class. When you are taking a live class, you get into the leaderboard, right? So that's going to show up on the right. And it's going to show up when you're taking a pre-recorded class as well. So if I were to go into classes and pop into a pre-recorded one, I'm going to be able to pull up, let's take this one here that was recorded yesterday, and I can sync my Bluetooth if I want. Very easy to sync your Bluetooth. I usually use my Apple iPods, easy to use. You can buy the ones that are out there that Peloton offers. They've got a little P on them. My husband uses those. He's got some of those. They got the cord. He likes them. I'm not really a fan, but it's up to you, right? So you've got those. Like I said, simple to connect the Bluetooth. And once you're ready to go, you hit start.
What's up, Peloton?
Like said,
my name is Andy Spear. Welcome to my 30-minute Prince Art.
You can change if you want more music, original mix, more instructor. I usually hit more music because I like to rock it out a little bit. But you can see right away that the leaderboard's here. So you've got the all-time leaderboard. 808 people have taken this class. It was filmed yesterday. You've got who's here now. So when I click on that, I'm going to see that there's 25 people taking this class right now. And as I'm going, I'm going to see where I rank on that leaderboard. I can give those people that are here a high five as I go, which is kind of cool. I like to do that sometimes when I'm passing people, shoot them a little high five. So that's the live platform. They're going to play fun music. They do a lot of artist-featured music type classes that they'll only play music from that artist, which is kind of fun. But for the most part, you'll go in and be able to pick an 80s run or walk, a 90s run or walk, a rock and roll, classic rock. You can filter what type of music of class you want. A lot of hip-hop music. Anything you can think of, EDM. I mean, there's different classes for all different type of music types. Which also adds to the fun. Whatever you're feeling that day, you might go in and select a class based on what type of music you want to hear. So let's get going here. I'm not really listening and doing this class, but I'm going to walk us through, how you would take this class, or if you were just going to do a free run yourself. So you've got the speed knob here on the right. You roll it forward, it goes faster. You roll it back, it slows down. You've got the incline knob here. If I roll it forward, it's going to go up. And like I said, pretty instant. I went from a 0 to a 6.0 grade incline, 6.5, and you can see it'll start flashing, but it's already there. It'll flash until it's at that incline that you designated, but it gets there really quick and gets pretty steep. So I'm going to take this back down, and you can see there's different metrics and output that you can use, and he's doing some type of warm up, right? They're going to get warmed up, going to get you warmed up before you go live into a class. But you've got this output screen here too, so you can hide it if you want to. I usually keep it on. And it's going to give you your incline that you're at, your speed that you're at, your distance, how many calories you burned, your total output, which is a combination of your speed and incline. And that output number is one that they'll reference a little bit more on the bike, but still, important on the tread as well. And you've got the bar up top here, which gives you how much time is remaining. You've got, what segment you're in. If you're doing a boot camp and you're doing 10 minutes on the tread and then 10 minutes on the floor, 10 minutes back on the tread, it'll give you those designated slots for what you should be at, which is also pretty cool. And I've got like I showed before, the plus or minus on how loud I want to take it. Very easy to do, but like I said, this thing, I feel gets pretty loud. Pretty loud on your headphones too, which I think is important when you're running and usually rocking out like I do. So that's pretty much it. That's the nitty gritty of it. But as you get going and as you get those favorite instructors and those favorite type classes, and you kind of get in the cadence of the workouts that they offer, it's pretty cool. Speaking of that, I'm going to get into those different type of workouts. So I'm going to exit. So I tap in the top left. That takes me out of the class. Now I'm going to show the different type of classes that you can take, right, that are offered right here on the tread. So you've got the tread, which I just showed. You've got different specific running classes that are all runs, and it could be anywhere from 5 to 60 minutes. 5 minutes being the warm-up, and then 60 minutes being a longer run, right? Typically, if I'm going to take a run, I'll take a 20-minute or a 30-minute. I've done a couple 45-minute runs, kind of long. You've got the walking classes. I love the walk and run. Just a couple days ago, I took a 30-minute walk-run class. I think they're great workouts. You're going to spend about half the time walking and about half the time running. So it's a good mixture there. And then there's just power walks. There's hikes that you can take that all the instructors offer. And then fun walks too, which, those are nice. And they'll use some incline on those things, man. You'll get up to the 10s and 12s even on inclines, which is pretty cool. And then you've got the boot camp, my favorite. So I'll either take a 30-minute boot camp and couple it with a 30-minute spin, or I'll do a 45-minute boot camp and a 15-minute strength after. Whatever you want to do to couple your workouts is also a really cool option. But the boot camp does that a lot for you already, because you're going to spend half the time on the tread, half the time on the floor. So kind of a well-rounded workout in my opinion. You always start on the tread, for the most part, getting warmed up. You'll have a warm-up section. You'll get into the first part of the run. You go down to the floor, depending on how long and what type of class you're taking. It might be 7-8 minutes on the tread, 7-8 minutes on the floor, back on the tread, back on the floor. Call it a day, depending again how long of a class you take. But you can select a full body boot camp, you can select a core boot camp, you can select an upper body, arms and shoulders, a lower body, glutes and hams. So whatever type workout you're feeling for that day, the boot camp really offers that full, well-rounded boot camp, or excuse me, class. And then you've got a floor option down here. So you can sit off the tread, see this 32-inch screen, and take meditation and yoga classes. And to be honest, I hadn't really taken any of those before this, and it challenged me a little bit to try some of them, in specific some of the meditations, which are really calming sometimes after, a hard day or a hard workout, whatever it is. I really enjoyed those more than I thought I would. So, kind of a bonus. You've got stretching content, which they're going to recommend that you take a pre-warm-up run or stretch and a post-run stretch. So all of that content is here. Same instructors, walking you through different stretches that are pretty nice to mix things up. And then there's cardio. Cardio is pretty cool off the tread on the floor. A few instructors I feel a little bit better than others, but they're all pretty good. It's all about the music you want to listen to and the personalities you got there. But also another thing that they offer, you're going to see a lot of burpees, jabs and punches, some body weight squats with jumps, those type things in those workouts. Obviously cardio is all full body, but that's something you can filter for as well when you're looking to do a boot camp or a strength class. And that's another one, strength. I do a lot of strength classes coupled with runs. I feel the strength content is really, really good. And like I said, you can filter if you're looking to do a core class or arms and shoulders or full body. There's just lower body strength. There's all different kinds of classes that are on here. And you select what time you want as well, how long of a class you want to take. I think it's worth the $4,300. They offer 0% financing if you go with Affirm, which is a real cool, trendy fintech that's out there. When we bought the tread, we had a little money to put down on it, and then we went with Affirm. It was 0% interest. I think we paid like $111 a month until we had it paid off. You have to pay the $39 per month member subscription on top of it, so that's something to make sure that you're aware of. But it works for the tread and the bike and the strength and the outdoor, lots of outdoor content that are out there, that's out there to take as well, which I like the guided outdoor runs and walks just to mix it up sometimes. But that's what you're looking at for a cost, and I think it's well worth it. Once you've got it paid off, you've got a year warranty, manufacturer warranty that comes with it. They come in, they deliver it, they install it for you. It's essentially ready to go when they walk out the door. And to me, you've got a wonderful looking treadmill, and it is a little loud, not gonna lie, but what treadmill isn't, right? So that would be something that I would say as kind of a con a little bit, is it's loud. The Wi-Fi is super easy to connect. Obviously you have to have Wi-Fi to take the live classes. I found that's pretty easy. The last thing that I want to walk you through that's kind of a fun feature about the tread that I feel, and is used a lot in boot camps, that I feel is a pretty cool feature, is the free mode. So when you hit this button, it automatically unpowers the tread belt below you, the slat belt I should say, and you can put your hands here, and now the user essentially powers the belt. And there's some classes where you're doing 20, 30-second sprints pushing this thing, and it's a good workout, especially at the end of a boot camp. I tap the free mode again, free mode's off right on the screen, and I'm ready to go again, and I can use my speed and go. So again, ease of use all over the place. Deep pockets for your water bottles. You've got a nice tray here. My husband sometimes when he's working from home will put his laptop on there and just, jam away when he's kind of zoning out in a conference or something, web conference, and he'll walk while he's on some calls. And it's fairly easy to clean. Once every week or so, we'll take just, a wet cloth and kind of wipe it down a little bit. We clean underneath it. There are 2 pockets on the side that you can zip and store things in. Workout mats are good to store within them. The accessories, I showed you the AirPods that they offer. They're nice. My husband likes them. Wasn't really for me. I use my AirPods, like I said. There are shoes that they offer online. Just wear your Nikes, just wear your Under Armours, whatever shoes you got out there. I don't think it's worth the price, but again, I haven't bought them, so I couldn't really tell you. But there are some accessories. The resistance bands they offer, we have a set of those. There are a few instructors that will use some classes with resistance bands. You can go on before you take that class and see, does this class include weights? Does this class include resistance bands? So you can filter out some of those classes if you don't have those things. You would obviously just take a body weight boot camp. We have invested into their weights. Their weights are pretty sleek. I'm gonna grab one here, quick 10-pounder. You can see they've got the flat, square dumbbells there, and that's awesome for when you are doing push-ups and rows within your push-ups. Certainly something that is useful when you're doing a boot camp or a strength class. I would actually recommend their weights. They're really nice. And when you're gonna deck out your living room like we did. If you guys have any questions, we've had it for about a year and a half. The word on the street is they're coming out with a cheaper tread, but they've been saying that for a while, so I'm not sure when it's gonna be here. This one is a little bit more expensive, but in my opinion, if you're gonna shell it out, man, it's worth the investment in your health for the ecosystem and the platform you're gonna get.
Walk, build backwards, come down, stop under the center, safety right below, shoelaces are double knotted, and we start a jog. 5, 6, or 7, y'all gonna go up. How you feel this morning? Yeah, I got some good energy in the house. And I got a ton to give to you. So shake out your arms. This is a rhythm that you can find easy, right? We don't need to start fast. We can finish fast. So just take your time. Ease into this. We want to spend enough time working our glutes and then adding in that rotation so our core gets really fired up. 10 seconds. Hey, hey. Chop. And stand. We're going to do the other side right away. And you got it. The weight and your knees come in, everything pushes away. Now, the higher your legs, the easier it is. The lower your legs, the harder it is. If you're not using your breath, that's really hard. 10 seconds. We go back to that chest press. So I'm going to have to do it twice. 5, 4. Go. Clean. Squat. Press. 1. Clean. Squat, press, tap the floor out to your chest, squat, press, again, tap, clean, squat, press, one more, tap, clean, squat, press, 5 push-ups, on or off your knees, intermediates, we do our push-ups,